So we're going to do the unboxing of the Elite Series 77. This is Ravishing Rick Rude. This is not the Chase variant, but this is just as cool. So I'm going to open it very carefully, and then I'm going to show you what we got. Tells you some information. It's always good to keep the boxes, even if you are going to use them to play with or display, because one day you could put them back in the box, and sometimes the boxes are even worth more than the figures. And what I tell my kids is always keep the small pieces, because that's what people lose. So what I do is the hands that you're not going to use, put them in a little baggie and keep that somewhere where your kids don't lose it, because these are what people will be looking for later on. Alright, so we're going to pop him off. They usually have these little plastic things connecting the hands. And then he's going to be attached with the robe. Rumor has it that the robe has left discoloration on the body, so we'll see if that's the case with this one. Now this robe is exactly the same, before I even take it off, as this Legends series robe that I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to put this on the side right here, Legend series. Now this Legend series right here, as you can see, same exact robe, so they just reused it, which is fine. Would have been cool if they made a different robe. But this Legend series, just as a side note, is a really cool figure. It will run you out of package at least $35, $40, in package upwards to $60. Really cool figure, so we'll review that one later. But here we go. So this is Ravishing Rick Rude. So let me just take the robe. I also like to flex him a little bit to make sure the joints are correct.
No discoloration.
There is a little discoloration. I'll show you.
Slight.
You can see it here on his bicep. Little discoloration on the bicep.
Yeah, just a bit of ink.
And a little discoloration right here. Which is interesting because he was obviously not with the robe for very long. And the other one from the Legends was in a robe for at least
8 years.
8 years,
so,
and
yeah.
he's fine. I always, when I take him out, check the joints. That will help so that they don't break.
Definitely the legs too, because they get really stiff a lot.
This joint, as we can see right here, I'm going to have to work it a little bit more, but this, well, hairstyle anyway, than any of the other ones that have come out before. This is the short hair one. This is the longer hair, but not, you know, almost like curly, and this is the slick back mullet type, which is the same as the basic fig, which is right here. So these are 4 different ones. I'm going to put these on the side. So let's look at the pants. That's what's the most important thing about Ravishing Rude. These are some really cool pants. It says feel the heat. And then on the front, obviously he's going to be facing Ultimate Warrior, so he usually wore pants that kind of, you know, made fun of or offended the people that he faced, such as when he had Jake Roberts' wife on his pants. So really cool figure. Probably one of the best in the Elite 77 line, and I'm going to review what I think is the best coming up. Alright, so we're going to do a comparison of these 4 different Ravishing Rick Rudes, from their attire to, you know, which one has the best boots, also what they reflect, and how much they even cost. So let's start here with the basic. So the basic has the exact pants that the Hasbro figure actually wore, and it's a little disappointing because the one thing about Ravishing Rick Rude is that his pants were awesome, and these were probably the lamest of the pants he ever had. As a basic figure, it's nothing special, but it is pretty cool because this would probably run you, when it came out, about $10. Now you probably get it out of package for $15, and maybe in package still for about $20 to $25 if you can find it. Now then you jump to the first of the Elite that's not a Legends line that we have here. So a red robe, which is cool. On the back it says simply Ravishing. Still exact head sculpt as the basic. So nothing changed there. They're adding a robe, and they're adding what I think is one of the best pants, actually. Unless you can get the Chase variant of the current one. I'm just going to pop up the pants because this was tied really good. But as you can see, those are the pants.
Oh, yeah.
And then his boots are really awesome as well.
I think they're reused for the Chase variant one, pink boots.
Yep, they may have been reused. So the cool thing about this is you're going to get an Elite. Now this will run you now, when it first came out, about $20, but now you won't be able to get it for anything less than $30, and in package it might not even be found, but I'm guessing $40 if you can get it in package. So pretty cool. I'm gonna put this one on the side. Now this is the newest one, but I put it next because of the way that his hair is. So he starts here with the face sculpt of kind of like a mullet, longer hair, and then you got the curly. In fact, his hair was really curly when he first came on, so this is kind of what it was. This is long and curly. And same exact robe as he has over here, except what you will notice is this one's much shinier, but it's pretty much the same robe. Much shinier and a lot bigger dots. This is almost like the Dusty Road dots versus. If you can find the Chase variant, it has the Intercontinental belt on it, which is awesome.
I think they reused the robe because most people don't remember or have the Legends line, so they wouldn't really know. I think that's why.
So this one, I love his face sculpt. And the hair, that's kind of what, if you know him from when he first came on to the WWF, this is what he did look like. And then later on in his career, he had the short hair, which I think is really cool, especially this, just the face he's making, you know. And so this is a really cool one as well. It also says feel the heat on the sides of it. Heat returns. I thought it said feel.
Subscribe and leave a like and a comment down below.